now she feels like she won because you were willing to challenge her a little bit. You were willing to not be so easily sold on her. And more importantly, you were willing to create some conversational tension with the girl. What's up, man? Patrick James here, and welcome to another episode of Raw Dating Advice. Now, in this video, I'm gonna respond to one of you guys' questions or messages that I got on Instagram, and I gotta give a shout out to my man, Zakir Abdullah. I'm answering your question, bro. You followed up, and I looked back at your first message that you sent me. I'm sorry, man, I don't remember getting this, but looks like you asked me a question 2 years ago, and I just want to show you that persistence does pay off, unless it's with a girl, because that might convey neediness. But as far as your life goals and your purpose as a man, persistence is the key, and I gotta give you a shout out for your persistence. So today, I'm gonna answer your question, all right? So here's your question. You said, hey Patrick, love the vids you make, but I got a question. The question, how do you convince a girl that you like you different than the other guys she's been with? And how do you show her that you're not trying to get in her pants? And what to do to make her see you more than just a friend. So you wanna be seen as more than just a friend, but you want to show her that you're not like the other guys that she's dated, and you want to do that by showing her that you're not trying to get in her pants. Got it. Any advice you can give, would really appreciate it, because I really like this girl and she's been telling me that she doesn't want to give it a try because she thinks I'll treat her the way her exes did. So what do I do? First off, I would go back to school and learn punctuation, because there wasn't a single comma in that question, nor ironically was there a single question mark. But on to your question, I think I got the basic gist. This girl was in your life, you like her, but you want to show her that you're not like the other guys she's dated in the past by showing her that you're not trying to get in her pants, and you want to show her that you guys can be more than just friends. So let me ask you this, riddle me this, Zakir Abdullah. What is it when a guy is more than a friend but not in her pants? I would say you're like a gay best friend, because you're not trying to sleep with her, but you're not like a friend, but you're like more than a friend because you're a dude, but you're more than a friend, but you're her gay best friend because you're never gonna sleep with her. All right, so let me ask you this, man. Do you actually want to be her gay best friend? No? Okay, great. So why are you trying to ask me how to get in a girl's pants without getting in her pants and showing her that you're not trying to get in her pants, but showing her that you're better than all the guys she's ever dated in the past? What makes you think that being the opposite of all the guys that she's dated in the past is the thing that's going to get you to date her? Because if she's dated all these other motherfucking dudes in the past, and she's not dating you, I would say the best model of people to imitate and then innovate upon what they did is the dudes she's dated in the past. That's literally the best example that you have, because every girl, they are very intuitive creatures. They make decisions in the moment based on how they feel in the moment and their emotional state in the moment. This is not a bad thing. It's more of a personality type than anything. And so if that's the case, understand that she can say one thing but do a completely other thing. You shouldn't be listening to what comes out of her mouth. Listen to the actions that she's taking. And I think, man, I understand exactly where you went wrong. And I only understand this because when I was a 21-year-old virgin in college, yep, I was 21 years old and I was a virgin. That version of me who had zero game with any girls, I used to think that it was a respectful thing to not want to sleep with girls. I used to hear all these girls talking about how, oh, this guy, he's such a player, he's such a douchebag, oh my God, he's such an asshole. And you hear that on the outside looking in thinking, oh, this girl clearly doesn't like this guy. Maybe I'll do the exact opposite of what he's doing, which is showing her respect by not trying to sleep with her and show her that I'm a gentleman and show her that I'm the perfect man for her. And I can tell you this from personal experience, if this is your strategy for success, you're on a long road that's alone and depressing. All right? Because at the end of the day, that's only going to repel the women you want away from you, because her blueprint is not what she's saying, it is what she is doing. All these guys that these women talk about, at the end of the day, she's sneaking over to his house at 2 a.m. just to suck his dick because he is such a player and an asshole, right? So if you want to get girls, I'm not saying that you need to be a dickhead or a player or a douchebag, but I am saying that you shouldn't be listening to what this girl is saying and more look between the lines. What is her actions telling me? What types of guys is she genuinely interested in? And regardless of what she's saying, how can I become the type of guy that this type of girl is interested in? Which also brings up a very interesting moral dilemma here, because my mission is not to make you the type of guy who can change yourself. My mission is to make you the most masculine, attractive, charismatic, confident, and courageous version of yourself. Right? And so don't buy the cow before you taste the milk. Don't get so sold on this girl when she's not even looking at you as a viable sexual option yet. Why are you so easily sold on her? Stop changing your life and revolving your life just to date this one girl who clearly doesn't want you back. And again, you're trying to prove her worth, which means that you see her as the buyer in this situation, which means you see her as the one who's on the pedestal and you have to prove your worth to her like a little peasant. This is the wrong frame that only repels women away from you, and you're putting yourself in the friend zone. Because at the end of the day, the guys who women are genuinely attracted to, they don't try to change themselves to appease a certain type of guy that he thinks she might be into. He doesn't go out of his way to romance her and buy her flowers and prove his worth and show that he's different. It's kind of like that old meme with Michael Phelps, where the second place dude is so busy looking at Michael Phelps that he doesn't realize if he wasn't looking at Michael Phelps, he might actually win this fucking race. Stop comparing yourself to the people who came before you. More than anything, what's really going to attract a girl, regardless of what you look like or what type of guys she's into, are guys who are naturally a little bit of a challenge for her. Guys who aren't going out of their way to prove their worth to her. Guys who make her prove her worth to him. Because when you can flip the script and make her start working for you, that's when you become the challenge. And everybody likes a nice, decent challenge, especially women, because when a girl gets the chance to win over you, rather than feeling like she settled for some guy who she eventually approved of, now she feels like she won because you were willing to challenge her a little bit. You were willing to not be so easily sold on her. And more importantly, you were willing to create some conversational tension with a girl. When you challenge a girl conversationally, even just 30 seconds after you meet her, that amplifies tension in that interaction. That tension, my friend, is the building block to sexual attraction. And right now, if you're in the friend zone, first off, go watch my last video where I break down graphically what the friend zone looks like and why most guys friend zone themselves. But secondly, you need tension in your interactions. You don't need less sex. You don't need more worth. You don't need to fucking show her that you're a gentleman because you're not gonna fucking try to get in her pants. No, you need tension. Inject more tension into that. Show her that you're the type of guy who would get in her pants, but only if she would play her cards right. Flip the script on her. This is how you avoid the friend zone, and more importantly, get off the fucking path you're on, because the train that you're on is not the train that's going to the promised land. The train that's gonna go to the promised land is the train that gets you becoming the master and the facilitator of conversational tension. So if you wanna start attracting women, start learning how to create conversational tension with girls that you like and spark that shit relentlessly. Challenge her, be unapologetic. If she gets offended, fuck it, right? You're out here having fun. Your intention wasn't to offend. So if she got offended, apologize for the fact that she got offended. Don't apologize for the thing that made her offended, because some girls are more easily offended than others, and you can't control that. But what you can control is the actions that you're gonna take from this day moving forward. So hopefully this added some clarity to you as why guys get friend zoned and how you can start avoiding it from here on out. And sorry, man, I took a few years to respond to your text, but I do love the persistence. I love that you were persistent on taking action as a raw rebel on raw dating advice. And on that note, I'm out of here. Peace out. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We are on the road to 100K. And if you haven't already grabbed your copy of my book for free, just click this button right here or watch another video. Peace out.